they're essentially relying on some kind of popular vote about what's important, and
Right.
you know, I think there is, what's the motto? Democracy works, or something like
something
that.
like that.
There's some. Google has some
Yeah.
such motto
Yeah.
that it uses. So they do not have their own subject
Yeah.
area experts thinking about what's better
Yeah.
and what's
Yeah.
worse. Not at all. It's an intrinsic property of the network itself, at least most of the time.
Yeah.
We give a couple of examples
Yeah.
that challenge the
Yeah.
limits on
Yeah.
that. But
Now, democracy works is very interesting, Harry, because, you know, I don't want to get into this, but this really implicates the basis of our whole political system. Because, you know, if Joe Clod clicks on something 200 times,
Right.
that's a lot better than if Einstein clicks on it once.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. So their job, you know, look, Google wants people to use Google. Yahoo wants people to use Yahoo. MSN wants people to use MSN. Their figure of merit, and it's monetized by how much advertising they can attract, which is based on how much people use their search engines, is, are they giving people what they want? So
Right.
so their job in life, in the order, in determining what turns up on the first page and what turns up at the top versus the bottom of the first page, is giving most people what they want most of the time.
Yeah.
And most of the time, what they want may not be the obscure thing that you happen to be looking for. So I mean, we give this wonderful example, you know, where, you know, suppose you were researching medieval spears or something from the British Museum, and you typed in spears. Well, guess what you'd get? You wouldn't get anything about medieval weaponry. You'd get 10 pages
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Britney Spears and a few pages of her little sister,
Yeah.
and then there's a couple of other people who would turn up as well, because
you know
that's
what else
mostly when people type spears into search engines, they're looking for Britney, and
Well,
so that's
the thing,
mostly
the
what
one
you
that
get
really
back.
moved me, Harry, was the one about the National Cancer Institute.
Right.
Because you wouldn't get the National Cancer Institute until they changed their website due to the advice of one of these optimization companies, I guess. And that's real quality that you're not going to be finding.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. The government has no particular, government sources are not intrinsically considered any more authoritative than anywhere else. An interesting thing that's happened over the last few years is that Wikipedia, you know, which is this publicly edited encyclopedia,
Yeah.
which actually is very high quality most of the time, but, you know, it's a controversial thing. You know, very often Wikipedia entries are now the highest entries, and it's just the way the algorithms have placed them.
Yeah.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.